Hey guys. So yeah, my name is Jen, which is short for Jennifer, and I was wondering, are there any Jennifers here tonight? Jennifer? No. Yeah? No. Okay. I kind of had a feeling there might not be any Jennifers here tonight, and this is why. Jennifer was a really popular name, kind of in the early 80s, and I feel like a lot of Jennifers are probably doing different things, at 8:30 on a weeknight. And one of those things is, at the grocery store, probably buying milk and diapers. The other thing is maybe at home, like putting the kids to bed, just like counting seconds till they can get that glass of wine. And I get it. I'm here because I bought milk and diapers yesterday, and I left my kids in the car, so I can come in here. They're fine. I found a really nice guy. He's gonna watch them. Windows are cracked. They have a juice box. They're fine. They're good. So that's how I get to be here, and I'm glad that all of you guys are here today. And I have another question. I'm from Florida. Is anyone from Florida? Yeah. Okay. I was like, I know someone is. They just might not admit it. Because I'm about to make jokes about it, right? But I'm from there too. But this joke's not about Florida women, obviously. I know the reason that most of us like to make fun of Florida, or most other people. I don't make fun of Florida until right now. And that's because of Florida man, and I get it. He does a lot of dumb things. But my dad's a Florida man. He's never, he has done some dumb things. But there's this one guy who was running through a convenience store, and he had an alligator under his arm, and he got arrested for I don't know. I guess there's laws against having an alligator, under your arm in a convenience store. And he said, and I quote, he didn't know where he found the alligator, and he said, and I quote, "There was some really good liquor in that store, and I drank a lot of it that night." Obviously. And I get it, that's crazy, right? But I want you guys to think about this. I've been in South Carolina for several years now, and don't you know, at least a handful of guys that would probably do that same thing from South Carolina, right? They're just fewer alligators. Supposedly there's none in Greenville, but if there were, that's totally something that I know some guys who would probably do that. So anyway, I just think that Florida men and South Carolina men are not that different. I think that a South Carolina man, or excuse me, a Florida man hasn't done anything that a South Carolina man hasn't at least thought about doing, right? Anyway, that's my take on that. I am married, and I don't like it when my husband says, "You look nice." I think it's a boring compliment. I spend a lot of time, well, not a lot of time, I spend some time with myself while he's on the couch, having a drink, watching golf or tennis or something. And I just want something better than "you look nice." But I don't really know how to say that, because it feels like the ultimate nag, right? "I don't like the way you compliment me." But one day I did. I believe in saying what you want, out of life. And he said, "You look nice," and I said, "Don't you have any other adjectives that you can use to describe the way that I look?" And I did say adjectives. I'm a teacher. And I said, "My boss could tell me that I look nice, and get away with it. I want you to tell me something that could get my boss sent to HR, right? I want you to give me a compliment that could, I don't know, get my boss fired, preferably canceled and put on the news. I want to hear a good compliment. Can you just be a little more creative in your compliments?" And finally, I stopped talking, and he said, "Fine, you don't look nice. You look mean." And that's not really what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Thanks, guys. Remember, I'm Jen. Have a great day.